Good morning, everybody.
Hello. We're here. We're actually here in Three Lakes, Wisconsin. We weren't intending to be, were we?
No, we lied to you last week and we said we would not be able to do it at 9:30 in the morning and then we would be somewhere else. But sure enough, you just can never leave Three Lakes. You just have to stay here.
Yeah, so we are one of the people who had a conference canceled because of the health situation. So here we are. You do what you need to do, and we're pretty excited to be able to be here and be live at 9:30, our usual time.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed are you and that we ended up staying home? 10 being like super crushed.
I'm like a 2.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm a 0.
0. I don't know.
I love being with my family. So I think that's, I know we would have had so much fun, but I don't know, a lot of you on here probably know this about me. I don't like leaving. So I got my to-do list all ready to go and we're banging it out and we're doing laundry and it's awesome.
Well, I would have really loved to have learned everything we were slated to learn. That's truth, but I don't have the bandwidth or the energy to get really worked up about something that I have no control over.
Yeah.
So
here we are.
We're excited to be here live with you, and I have a question for you.
Okay. Makes me nervous. Go for it.
So, Amy, what year did we move to Wisconsin? Do you remember?
2001.
And what grade were you in?
I was going into 5th grade.
You were? I always tell people 4th
No, I
grade.
shadowed over here for 4th grade. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this question has gone awry.
All right.
I was going into 5th grade.
All right, going into 5th grade.
Calvetti.
So how old? Okay, so here's the deal. It was a different culture for all of us, right? And I was wondering if you can remember some like the foods that you were introduced to here in the Northwoods that you had like no experience with living in suburban. We moved from suburban Chicago to northern Wisconsin in 2001.
The foods. Okay, well that doesn't necessarily stand out, but I can probably think of some of the things that weren't part of the first half of my childhood. Brats would be one of them. Like, I don't know if we ever had a brat.
I think you may have. They just didn't, they weren't like these, they weren't beer brats.
We didn't have like cheese curds or things like that. I didn't know what a Culver's was.
I was going to say custard. We had never had
custard.
custard.
I didn't understand that. There was something else I was thinking, oh, well, this is, everybody here calls Sloppy Joe's barbecue. And I just think that's just weird. That's just a crime. But that might not be northern Wisconsin. That might just be our family.
No, I think that when we came here, I was helping for a fundraiser. And I was supposed to bring a crock pot of something warm. And I brought what I would call Sloppy Joe's. And I was in a line of moms, and we all had our crock pots, Wisconsin style, and we were feeding teams and people would come through and they'd say, "Do you have barbecue?" And I would say no. And my lid never left my crock pot because
You went home with your whole thing of
I
Sloppy
did.
Joe's.
And then a little later somebody said, "You realize you do have barbecue." And I'm like, "No, barbecue has barbecue sauce in it, right? This is not barbecue." But there you go. That's what it's called. There were a few other things. Like
it was different
Kringle.
Oh, Kringle.
My father and my sister were here recently, and I bought a Kringle. I thought that would be really nice for them, and they didn't know what. I was like, "A bunch of Kringle," and they just looked at me.
Coffee cake.
Yeah, like a coffee cake special. A lot of these things came out of Milwaukee, but I never knew what hot dish was.
That is for another episode, let me tell you, because that swings us over into Minnesota.
Hot dish. And then
That
you put
swings
tater
us
tots
over
on top.
into what I married into.
And it's got to have a can of soup in it.
I know. I can't. Food.
Oh my gosh, what are you drinking this morning?
I have coffee from Papa.
And I have tea from home with my container from Sonny. Look at this cool hydro flask.
She's the best.
She personalized it for me. Love it. Thank you so much. It's got my tea in there. It's too hot to take a sip right now.
All right, well, I'm the Mama.
And I'm the Mimi.
And this is Mama and Mimi in the Morning. We come to you live every Wednesday morning at 9:30 Central Standard Time to share tips about health and wellness, but also to have fun while we're doing it because life just needs to be more fun sometimes.
And to talk about nothing.
Talk about nothing. We do giveaways. So if you want an entry in our giveaway, you're going to say hello when you're on live with us. You're going to comment #replay if you're catching the replay, and you can share this out for an extra entry.
Absolutely.
Okay, who are our winners from last week?
Oh, Sue Beth Gustafson, congratulations.
And mine is Elizabeth Edwards.
Oh, awesome. EE.
EE. Those are good initials to have.
Yeah, so make sure you comment so we can give something away.
Mary says that her girls don't even know about Kringle.
I forgot to swap my screen.
Oh, it's fine.
It's backwards.
Don't worry about it.
All
My
right,
girls,
next time.
her girls don't even know about Kringle or even about fish fries. Fish fry. We won't tell them. We won't. Okay,
Don't tell me I
so
don't like fish fries.
who likes fish fry anyway? Why don't you start off with some of your testimonies?
Well, so it's kind of tied into, we might have to postpone because my testimonies are all about the oil I'm going to talk about.
Okay, so we always ask if you have an oil that you're not using at home that you want more uses for to comment that. So the two that were commented last week that we hung on to were Amave, which I'll talk about the roller. My mom's going to talk about marjoram. Laura Gakey, you asked about marjoram.
Yeah.
We love marjoram.
Yeah.
We were like, that's the best
I know,
one ever.
oh,
we like
my
Amave too.
gosh. Yeah. Oh, this is a brand new bottle too,
Yeah.
you guys.
This is a favorite. So why don't do you want to share about uses for it first or the testimony?
I just want to talk about marjoram in general. I think it's an unsung hero. People don't know a lot about it, and so they don't use it. And to be honest, it reminds me of something from my childhood, and I still don't know what it is.
Is it food? Is it fish fry? Is it Kringle?
Oh, yeah.
Is it hot dish?
Definitely not a food, but some people use marjoram in cooking.
In cooking. It's a great one for cooking.
Actually, is it baking or cooking that they use it in?
Well, I would cook with it. It's
Yeah.
savory. I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose you could.
You could make a savory.
Yeah, savory treat.
Anyway, marjoram is amazing for helping with cardiovascular health. I'm unlike myself going to try to be really compliant. Okay?
Oh, okay.
But cardiovascular health, so it's actually a vasodilator. So if you're struggling with your cardiovascular system being way ramped up and functioning too high, a drop of this oil on your hands, smelled in a diffuser on the back of your neck over your heart is a really wise decision. So I would recommend that. It's really antibacterial, great for wounds. People don't think of grabbing marjoram. It's also really amazing for muscle aches and pains. Can I say that?
After a workout, that's a great one. Put it right on your legs or whatever you worked out.
And so that's going to kind of lead me into people use this when they're having a lot of discomfort. Short-term discomfort, maybe after having a surgery, and they're trying to heal. So
I just made a healing roller for somebody and it had marjoram in it.
So I would say a veggie cap with 3 drops of marjoram, frankincense, and copaiba, or copaiba, however you say it. So that is a way that you could use it to help with that. I have a friend that saved her dog's life. She feels he had parvovirus. And she used it. It's a really bad thing.
Good thing I didn't end up being a vet.
Yeah. Amy, for those of you who are on here, she wanted to be a vet, and I never knew that. I found that out last week at Mom.
And anybody who actually knows me thinks that's hilarious because it is.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Anyway, this is what they did. They diluted it and rubbed it. Well, so anyway, they had to convince the vet to let them bring their dog home to die at home. But the vet sent him home with an IV. And they used marjoram diluted on the paws. They used a syringe and put some down his throat. I mean, he was kind of
on his way
out, as we say. She said he was suffering horribly. And then they diluted some and rubbed it into his back above his hips. And he's bounding around.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's totally better. And so we talked about discomfort. The last thing I wanted to talk about is just mood. It can help in this roller bottle recipe. If you want that, let me know, okay? And I'll tell you. But it's wild orange balance, coriander, and marjoram. Coriander is another one that people don't talk about. It's actually a relative to which oil?
Can you guess? Cilantro.
There you go. Cilantro is the green of the plant, and coriander is the seed. So they smell like cousins, and this is an amazing blend called Abundantly Ever After. I don't know who names these.
I don't know either. I want to be the person that's like the person who names streets.
But it does say marjoram is the oil of connection, restoring trust and openness, removes fear of rejection, and replaces worrying with positive, which is really appropriate for our climate right now, whether it's political or health in the United States.
Do you know my favorite ways to use marjoram? It's antispasmodic. So if you have a lingering cough that's just irritating you, you can put it on your chest. And the other way I really like to use it is in the diffuser at night because I find it very relaxing. It's a really relaxing oil.
It's a stress beater. It's great for chronic stress on the back of the neck, and great for chronic bowel issues. Did you know if you have chronic bowel issues, you can put a drop or 2 on your belly regularly?
Gotta love marjoram.
So
there you go, Laura Gakey.
Yeah,
we
thanks.
were really compliant.
Thanks for asking, Laura.
She's like, all right. Amave. So Meg, you asked about Amave. This was the roller that came with the collection for Father's Day a couple years ago. And here's what happened. That whenever that happens, the wives buy some for themselves too. I always buy myself. I'm like, Gary, you can maybe use it, but it's really for me. So this is the roller, and the description of it is, I think it's exotic and earthy, which I think is totally true.
Absolutely agree.
Okay.
I'm feeling very exotic.
We'll talk about some of the things that it's good for, but it's the fortifying blend. Not a word from you. I will put you on probation. Drink your tea. Okay, so it's for people who want to be fearless in spirit and mighty in heart. I like that, okay? It's grounding. It's for emotional strength and stability. It does uplift your mood. It can help with anxious feelings. So my recommendation anytime I get something like this is to wear it like a perfume. It smells different on each one of us, and so that's a really great way to use it. You can use it on your skin, maybe even on a blemish. It can be supportive for that. I like to use it if I ever have skin that's irritated, maybe from shaving or just from any kind of activity. I dove playing pickleball twice, and like half of my body is over on the gym floor over there. Gary was like, what did you do? So anyway.
As she sits here with her eyes still black and blue.
With my eyes still black and blue. I actually had to change my clothes because it was rubbing on it. So I'm using some Amave on it to help soothe it and feel a little bit better.
You're so bad. You're so bad.
Am I different at all? I'm always
you are the same child.
Yep.
All of our children are exactly the same. They were the way they were for the first 20 minutes of their lives.
Yep.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. So there I am. That's me rubbing my skin off on the pickleball floor. But so skin irritations, blemishes, for healthy complexion. It makes a great personal fragrance and totally is a great aftershave oil.
I like that you said something. It's fearless in spirit and mighty in heart.
Yeah, that's a good one. Who doesn't want to be fearless in spirit and mighty in heart?
Abundantly ever after.
Boo. Pick which did you like better? Fearless in spirit and mighty in heart, Team Amy, or abundantly ever after, Team Melissa.
I'm going to rename that. Okay.
We're renaming it. So let's talk quickly about a couple things we have coming up. So behind us, not only is Bob working, but there's a massage table.
He's not working near the massage.
No, it's in a separate. There's like layers what's behind us. Isn't that cool? Now you know. All right, so we are doing Symphony of the Cells protocols here in our new wellness space. And all that is, it's a layering of essential oils down the spine and the bottoms of the feet. You can do it based on different body systems or health goals. There's actually 19 of them now. They're amazing. So we're offering them here. Our challenge is to do how many by June 1st?
50.
50. Okay.
We better get going.
We better get crack-a-lacking. So if you would like to receive one of those from us, just reach out and we'll set up a time to do that. And they're one of my favorite oil tools.
There is a small charge involved. I think we should say. I don't think we've been...
$20.
$20. That's
$20.
a bargain.
Yeah, right? For the oils putting on you.
Yep.
So that's something that's coming up.
And Bob won't be here. This will
be.
just be us in the building when we're doing this, okay? No worries.
Thank you for clearing that up. Monday night, we have our online education class. It's 30 minutes. We're doing back to basics. You can hop on. We do giveaways. If you need the link for that, just comment below and we'll get that to you.
If you know somebody that doesn't know anything about oils, very new to health and wellness topics, invite them. It'll be just the basics.
Yes.
30 minutes of why you would use an essential oil, how you would use an essential oil.
All the good stuff, okay? March 18th, we have I Have My Oils Now What class here in the evening, and that's great to be able to come and learn more about using what you already have, which we love, okay? And then we have some fun open houses coming up too. So the 21st is at her house and the 28th is at my house, okay?
Which leads me to did you know how many seasons there are in the state of Wisconsin? Because...
Is this a joke?
No, this is true. I think anybody who lives here would agree with me. So there are 11 seasons in Wisconsin, technically. Look at you.
What are all of them? This is like, nobody taught me this in school.
But what made me think of this is those open houses are going to fall during mud season. And if you don't live here, you don't know, but it's a thing. It's a real thing. And it's when the road limits are about to go off and trucks are really busy getting logs out of the woods and the mud is getting knee deep and you can't get down our driveway. You literally can't. So my open house is on the 21st of March and it will be...
You probably won't even be able to make it there. I'm just kidding.
You're going to shuttle people like we do.
Gary and Bob usually shuttle people, and mud season is a great time. You just kind of want to get out of the house.
You want to get out of the state.
Or the state.
Let's be honest. So yeah, we do have exciting open houses. Mine's on the 21st. Yours is on the 28th of March. And we have a postcard coming out soon with April, May, and June events. Where we will be, what we will be doing, the trouble we'll be causing. Maybe just one of us causes trouble.
All right, that's Mama and Mimi today. We will see you guys next Wednesday morning. If you have an oil that you need help with, remember to comment. We will help you with it.
Yeah, and schedule a Symphony of the Cells here. We would like to offer one for you.
They're the best. Okay, bye
Have
guys.
a great day. See you. Bye.